Our question this noon, how fresh is the food in your pantry? Celebrity chef Phil Lempert is here with us. He joins us live to give us a scoop on the farm to the table trend. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Brian. And you know, you're right. If we look at the most important movement in food over the past couple of years, it's making the farmer the celebrity, finding out where our foods come from and reading those labels.
Now, is it really possible? I think of pantry and I think, okay, you store it in there and you get to it when you need it. Is it possible to have food that's fresh in the pantry?
Absolutely. If you take a look, for example, one of the reasons that I'm doing this with ConAgra Foods is really to get consumers empowered to make smart choices as our food costs keep on going up. And just 2 weeks ago, the USDA announced their projections through the year 2021. And the bad news is prices are going to go up. So we've got to get smarter. So one of my favorite examples to use and one of my favorite products is Hunt's canned tomatoes. Now, these tomatoes are packed and grown in Oakdale, California. Just hours from the time that they're picked, they're actually in the can. Now they're steamed to remove that outer layer of skin, and that actually produces twice the amount of lycopene as in a fresh tomato. So it's better health, better taste, and a much better price. And these days, going into a supermarket in the produce department, picking tomatoes, you might wind up with one that's pretty tasteless.
Now, recently we've heard a lot about colors, additives, extras being put into our food. What's going on with that right now? A lot of word on the street about it.
Well, there's a couple things. Number one, go to the iTunes store. I just heard you talking about Apple, so for your new iPad, go to the iTunes store, a free download, smarter shopping, and it will then give you all the list of all the ingredients, so you could look up one that you might not be familiar with. Number two, keep in mind the FDA and USDA have to approve, from a safety standpoint, anything added to our food supply. But also, more importantly, companies like Egg Beaters, what they're doing is they're going one step further. So, for example, with Egg Beaters that are made from real eggs, just the egg whites, what they do, because we Americans want our eggs, scrambled eggs or omelets, to be yellow, they're not adding any artificial colors. What they're doing is they're taking beta-carotene, you know, the same nutrient that's in sweet potatoes or in carrots, and they're using that. So that's why it's so important to read that ingredient statement and the nutritional facts label.
All right, always great advice. Phil, thank you for joining us this noon.
Thank you, Brian.
And of course, a big thank you to ConAgra for providing our satellite time today.